Appreciate it. This is the new 2019 RAV4. I want to start explaining some features and benefits that what makes the RAV4 so special. We're going to start here. This vehicle comes standard with 17-inch alloy wheels. Alloy wheels are a softer metal versus those steel wheels you see with hubcaps, man. These are less likely to crack, less likely to have those bends and have that vibration on a car that's at 50, 60,000 miles because they're aluminum forged alloy wheels. It also comes with disc brakes. Cooled rotors, which means when you're stopping this car with your family, it's going to stop shorter than a vehicle that doesn't have ventilated disc brakes. You get the vent, you can actually feel the vents right inside this. You got dual piston calipers in the front. As you can see, the beautiful body lines as it comes to the front of the vehicle, this right here is what's called a crumple zone. Think of it as an aluminum can. It's going to crumple up and absorb the energy if you ever, heaven forbid, are in front of an impact. You don't want to feel the energy inside the car on the steering wheel. You want this car to absorb that energy. That's what a crumple zone does. The new 19 RAV4 has this beautiful, sleek headlight design. These are light-emitting diode headlights, which means you don't have a halogen bulb, which is going to burn out every 2 or 3 years. These things are going to last for thousands and thousands of hours. Wow. So peace of mind, you don't have those expensive maintenance repairs every 2 or 3 years replacing this bulb. They're going to shine brighter. You can see more of the road. If you can see more of the road, you can do what?
That more visibility.
More visibility, which means what? It's a safer car to drive. You can see out. Yes, sir.
I live in the woods.
I know you live in the jungle.
Yes. So if I'm driving in the woods and anything happens, I mean, is it very easy for me to go through the woods regardless of the terrain?
Well, with all-wheel drive capability, you can see this vehicle anywhere. Okay. This of course looks like you're saying a lightweight drive LED low beams. And it also is going to have automatic driving. You can see if you're driving on, you're driving to your neighbor, and that person pulls out of their driveway. You don't have to worry about flipping the switch. It's going to turn them off automatically. As soon as the sensor, which is looking right in that windshield there, sees there's no light coming, it's going to put those high beams back on. That keeps you what? Focused on the road. Keeps you focused with your hands on the wheel. Keeps you focused on the right direction. Also, you look at the beautiful sleek design of the front of this vehicle. It's all about cooling aerodynamics. The lower amount of drag you have, which means less resistance on the front of the car, means better fuel economy, right? Everybody knows we want to pay $3 or $4 a gallon gas, right? Having this low coefficient of drag is going to keep that airflow in the vehicle, keep it at correct operating temperature. More than anything, looks great, and it gets you better fuel economy.
That's true.
You like that?
Do you have any questions?
Cool. Let me go ahead and go and explain some features and now around the hood.
Listen.
Beautiful. I appreciate your help, Sean.
Thank you. I want to buy it, that's why.
I know you do. So like I was talking earlier about those crumple zones, man, you can see all it's going to do is absorb all that energy in the front of the vehicle. And if you look at here, the way the actual hood is designed, if you ever run in front of an impact, instead of that hood coming up and flying up and taking away your visibility, it's going to crumple like this, like a V. So you still have that visibility. This is equipped with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder dual overhead cam engine. Great. It's a Toyota, man. Long-term reliability, efficiency, but more than anything, fuel economy. It's equipped with synthetic oil. So guess what, man? You don't have to change it every 3,000 miles. You don't have to change it every 5,000 miles. You change the oil every 10,000 miles.
Money in my pocket.
Money in your pocket, man. That's what we're here for.
I got it.
It's equipped with a 2.5-liter with VVTi.
What does that mean?
It's some fancy word, man. What it really means is variable valve timing with intelligence. So what it's going to do is the car's smarter than me and you ever could be.
The car thinks.
The car thinks.
Oh, wow.
So when you got your foot and you're cruising, normal gas mileage, it's going to have the cam position in one position. When you step that gas pedal down, which is electronic, there's no more throttle cable, no more throttle body. So easier maintenance, no more throttle body services, no throttle cable getting stuck. The gas pedal actually thinks the way you do. So when you put your foot down, it opens up that second cam gear and gives you all the power and the torque that you need. So that only when you need it.
So that it responds to the way you drive.
Man, you're reading my mind. So equipped with this transmission, it's called ECTI, which is an electronically turned transmission with intelligence. So you have an intelligent engine and an intelligent transmission. These two think together and will learn your driving habits, but it will also learn Mrs. Sarson's driving habits. So when Mrs. Sarson gets in the car, it understands that I got somebody that's probably a little bit tamer, not as heavy as a foot. It's going to optimize fuel economy, optimize performance for her driving habits. It's going to shift at a lower RPM. It's going to act a little bit more docile than you, man. I saw the way you drive up here. When you got your foot all the way in it, this car is going to respond to John's driving habits just based on how you drive that gas pedal. So it's going to shift at a higher RPM, with the power more towards the top of the RPM. You might not get as good a fuel economy, but you get that sporty driving experience that we're all looking for. Awesome. So, does that sound important to you?
Very, very.
Awesome.
I need that.
This car is also equipped with every safety system you can imagine. It's called Toyota Safety Systems. So, first thing you want to think about, we talked about those brakes earlier on the other side. ABS, anti-lock brake system. That means is if you're in a situation where you got some snow coming tomorrow, and you smash that brake pedal down, and heaven forbid you got to avoid something, if you don't have ABS, the car just keeps plowing forward. With anti-lock brakes, they pulse like this, so it gives you the ability to turn and avoid that obstacle before you hit it.
That's wonderful.
That's going to be important for you and the family, especially with a snowstorm tomorrow, right? Perfect. A part of that system is also called traction control. You remember the old school cars? You used to sit there, rock them, drive, reverse, drive, put licks and sticks and steves underneath all the rear wheels to get traction. This car is so smart and recognizes which wheel has traction. It sends power to the wheel that has the most traction and takes the wheel that's spinning away from power. So, you're not burning up your tires. You're not sitting there digging yourself into a puddle of mud or puddle of snow. It's going to help you get out of that situation. Also, a tied into the system is called stability control. So imagine if you're going through a turn tomorrow, we get 6 inches of snow, and this thing starts to get loose on you. What do? Hit the brakes?
No.
The car's going to do it for you. The car's going to detect when that car starts to slide. The stability control is going to kick in route with your all-wheel drive system and make sure that that vehicle stays on track and stays on path. That's going to be important for you and the family, right?
So that means if I don't know what you're telling me,
The car does.
the car does.
John,
And
this
if
car's
I
known
don't
to both of
know,
us.
I would just step on the brake and something terrible would have happened.
Exactly. But the car's going to do it for you automatically, built into it. Are those features and benefits something that's going to be important for you and your family's safety down the road?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Come on around. Let's go here, man. Look at this beautiful mirror design, man. We stole this cue off of our sister company called Lexus, right? Remember mirrors used to always be mounted here? When a mirror is mounted here, what it actually does is when you put it in a wind tunnel, it has a lower coefficient of drag. Remember that thing I was talking about up front? Less air resistance, better fuel economy. Also, you look in here, integrated turn signals built into the mirrors, man. So when you have somebody standing out here and you're making a left turn or a right turn at an intersection, pedestrians are aware, other traffic are aware which direction you're going. They also collapse in and out, so it's nice in your parking garage. But my favorite part about these mirrors is that building right there. What is that? Man, nowadays we get more and more distracted as drivers, right? There's so many things going on in our life, so much traffic, so many people, phones going off, kids screaming in the back. This is going to keep your blind spot aware of what's standing right here. Because John, if you're driving the car, can you really see what's right here? Probably not. That big pillar right there, right?
Yes.
But this thing has cameras and sensors where it's going to determine when something's here. It's going to light up bright yellow to warn you not to change lanes. How important is that for you and your family?
That's wonderful.
What else if I told you those same sensors are able to see the dotted white lines and the yellow lines on the road and keep this vehicle steering straight, even if you're not paying attention? Ooh.
I'll buy this stuff.
You'll buy this car. Sounds great, John. Appreciate it. Come on in. Go to the opposite side. I want to set you some Genesis side. Of course, with all Toyotas, you're going to have power windows, mirrors, door locks. Like I was telling you about those automatic high beams right here. You got the capability on and off to turn those there. All your lane keep assist is right here. But more than anything, what is that thing right there? Any idea? That is our pre-collision system, John. So, like I said, man, life is busy, we're busy, you get distracted. Imagine if I could tell you, if you weren't paying attention, and heaven forbid, something runs out in front of you, or a car stops in front of you and you're not paying attention, you're looking down at your phone. What if I would tell you this car would stop for you and save you that rear end collision, save you that insurance deductible, save you that accident? How important is that to you, man? That is standard on all 2019 RAV4, believe it or not. You're also going to have automatic headlights on and off, which means you don't have to worry about it. You lock your car, they're going to turn off after a 15 or 30-second delay, whatever you choose in the settings menu. When the daylight sensor detects it's starting to get dusk or dark out, your tail lights and your headlights are going to turn on automatically. You don't have to worry about it. Situated adjustable seat, which of course is important. One of my favorite parts, instead of light of our competition, which is up and down, this is tilts and telescopic steering. So you get exactly where you want it, nice and comfortable, and then you're there. Of course, turn signals built in, fog lights on and off, which are great, during those seasons where we have all that rain coming, you can't see for 8 feet in front of you, because that's what the fog lights are most important for. And then you have adjustable intermittent wipers, also with the rear wiper, and of course mist on the front and rear. Integrated into here, you have your controls for your steering wheel, for your audio controls, for your phone controls, for that cruise control system I was talking about, how to control your Apple CarPlay, all without taking your hands on the steering wheel. That's important, right? I mean, the more time we have with our hands here with our eyes forward, the safer we are, the safer the family is, right? Perfect. What else is important, man, is safety. Toyota is one of the safest vehicles you can buy on the market. Dual stage front airbags. So these airbags are actually going to think on how fast you're going, how fast that point of impact is, and then tell us the airbag how fast to come out. Because if you're going 20 miles an hour or 70 miles an hour, should the airbag come out at the same speed? No. No, because your body and your inertia is going to move at a different speed, right? This car is so smart, it's going to know how fast to push this airbag out. And on top of that, you know, like I said, man, accidents happen. Say somebody hits you in the side. You have airbags that are going to come out through the side here, all the way through the curtain, and protect you all the way through. Not just on both sides in the front, but also for the kids in the rear. You want your kids protected back there, right? Is that something that sounds important to you? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. And on top of all the safety features, if you are going 70 and you do get into that accident, man, you have a knee curtain airbag, which is going to come out and protect your knees from going into the dashboard. So you have airbags protecting you everywhere in this vehicle. You said you have kids, right? Three of them, man. So how nice is it to have a latch system integrated in? So instead of having to deal with these seat belts and that little measuring thing on the seat, you just clip, 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 and you go. Hop in. As far as rear seat cargo room or rear seat legroom, it's best in class. Just imagine this going on a road trip, man. Maybe you got the wife driving, you want to hang out back with the kids. Yes. How nice would it be just to recline back a little bit? Relax.
Just relax.
Got a center armrest that flips now with a couple built into it. And on
On
top of all that, you have heat and rear AC vents built in. Also, what do you see under those AC vents?
This place.
What do you see right there?
Yeah, that is the AC.
You have power outlets.
Yes.
Everybody's got an iPad, everybody's got a phone, everybody needs to be plugged in to reach work. The kids need those, man.
Yes.
You don't have to buy an AC to DC inverter. It's all built in standard with this RAV4.
This is wonderful.
Hop on out real quick, let me show you something else real quick. Wonderful. So on top of the seats reclining, man, I mean, you're buying an SUV for a reason. You have a 60-40 split seat, man. So when you need that extra cargo room, which we're all going to need on the weekend, especially on those trips to Home Depot and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
How important would it be to have that extra cargo room? And this thing is so easy, it's just on springs, it pops out and drops, and that's it. So, let me show you the actual cargo room with both seats down, John. Think about how much you can do on the weekend with your family. Maybe you don't have to have the wife and kids, you can make a run to Home Depot, grab some mulch. You got the cargo room, you have the capacity to do so. And then what makes it even nicer is underneath all this, you get a spare tire and some additional storage as well. Both of these side panels also pop out with some additional storage for a first aid kit or anything else you might need. And then on top of that, this, if you want to pop both panels out, you see the notches right there, you can hide it. I personally like having the sunshade when I'm shopping or I'm at the mall, and some nice things in the back. You know, what do people do? They look around window to window trying to see what they can find, right? Yeah. This is going to sit there and cover all that up so it's nice and secure for you. You know, you get easy handles on both sides. If you're loading groceries in, or maybe the missus is a little bit shorter, has a hard time reaching, instead of grabbing on the handle here, it's easy to grab handles here, drop it right down. One thing else is really, really important that's standard on the 19 RAV4. This thing right there, it's camera. You need a backup camera, right, man? I mean, as spoiled as we are nowadays with technology, we gotta be able to see behind us, and that's gonna show up right on that display there.
I just smashed the back of my camera.
You just did, man? I've done it myself too.
The 2005 one.
Hey, how many miles on your 2005?
Oh, it's 300.
300,000? That's Toyota, buddy. That's why you're here looking at the best product in America, a car that will run forever. It's because it's a Toyota. It's safe, it's efficient, it's reliable, and God, isn't it good looking?
Oh, this is wonderful.
So
I recommend this for every new family with two kids. Get it.
Awesome. John, would you do me one favor, hop in the driver's seat real quick, please?
All right.
Can you close that left rear door for me? So John, what kind of phone do you have?
I have an iPhone.
You have an iPhone?
Yes.
Perfect. What if I could tell you I can mirror your iPhone on this screen? Really? It's a thing called Apple CarPlay. You know, one thing that's really distracting nowadays is people staring at their phone, reading text messages, trying to change the song on Spotify. What if I told you your phone can mirror right on the screen? Would that be important to you? Would that be a safer vehicle for you to drive with your family in the back?
With all the contacts in there.
Contacts integrated, home integrated, favorites integrated, and guess what? Siri, which I love using every day, integrates through flawlessly.
Siri.
It's flawless.
Wow.
Flawless. On top of that, get your sunglass holder, of course, power sunroof, reading lights, and then more important than anything is this thing called SOS for Safety Connect. You know, once again, man, if an accident does happen, Safety Net's going to be there to connect you to any emergency services that you might need to. Or maybe your phone flies and hits the glass, or heaven forbid gets crushed. You're going to have Safety Connect, which is going to call the emergency services automatically, make sure you're okay, and make sure that you and your family are taken care of. Along with that, you have digital climate display, dual zone control, so you have temperatures, because we all know she wants to be a little bit colder, you're going to be a little bit hotter. She can turn her heat up, you can turn yours down on this side. You have actually integrated four-wheel or all-wheel drive system controls. Snow mode is going to start it off in second gear, less wheel spin, get you through that treacherous weather. Mud and sand is going to change the way that torsion differential works for the all-wheel drive system and make sure that you maximize its capability. And of course, my favorite mode, sport mode. That's going to adjust the transmission to shift the way that me and you like to drive, right?
Yes.
You ready to take this thing for a spin?
Of course.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Nice to meet you. This is the new 2019 RAV4 that you're so excited about seeing. Just wanted to explain some of the features of the new RAV. It was totally redesigned for 2019. Ton of new changes from 2018. Started with the alloy wheel tires, which are much better than hubcaps. You don't have to worry if you hit a pothole, your hubcap goes rolling down the road and you gotta come in and spend $150 to buy a new hubcap. Alloy wheels, you don't have that problem. Collapsible mirrors, okay? If you're driving down the road, a tree hits, you don't have to worry about buying a new mirror. They collapse. You'd rather just spend $20 for touch-up paint than have to buy $150 for a new mirror, right? Plus they have the turn signals on the mirror to make it safer for people to be able to see when you're going to turn. Also, this car is extremely safe. It has a steel cage for side impact collision to keep the occupant safe in the car. If you get T-poned to the side, you're going to be much safer with this roll cage that they have to keep the occupant safe. You also, let me pop the front door, please.
I will help you, Mike.
Thank you, sir. You can check out, look how beautiful this engine is. And as you can see, it uses synthetic oil. Your car now, how often do you got to change the oil?
Every 5,000.
Every 5,000 miles. This is every 10,000 miles you change oil, so it helps save you money, which we're all into saving money. This also has crumple zones, which are designed to absorb the impact of a collision around the passengers so you don't feel the brunt of it. This hood is designed to collapse like an accordion instead of becoming a projectile and going through the glass, causing bodily harm. And the engine also drops down in case of severe front end collision instead of going through the car and also causing bodily harm. As you can see, look at these headlights. See how clear these are too? These are sealed. You ever see old cars and these are all glassy and you can't see? These sealed headlights are gonna look like this forever because no moisture can get behind here. 5-mile-an-hour bumpers, you parallel park, you tap the car in front of you or behind you, it's not gonna do any damage to the car. You also have fog lights that help you see better at night, right? Also, I told you about the collapsible mirrors and the for side impact collision, right? Also, the back seats have child safety locks, so that children can't open the door while you're moving and, you know, something really bad happened, of course. The seats fold down, as you saw, 60-40 split. A new addition to the RAV4 are vents in the back for the kids so they can stay comfortable. Heating and cooling to keep your kids comfortable in the back. Also, you have a rear windshield wiper, of course, which is nice for the bad weather days. You have a tonneau cover that can keep the occupants, your stuff, keep it from people from prying eyes, from taking a look in and stealing your stuff. You can use that, which is really nice. You also have your handles right here. Make it easy to close the door. So you don't have to, if you have your wife is a little bit shorter than you, it might be hard to reach. They lowered the handles to make it easier to close the back. And of course it has backup camera, which is incredible to be able to see, because this big vehicle, a lot of times kids have the bicycle in the driveway, you're backing up, you run over the bike. Backup camera, you see the bike, you move it out of the way, And you don't have to have the kids crying the next day because you ran over their bike, saying mean dad. As you can also see, the RAV4, this year, they totally, like I said, redesigned it. If you come around to the driver's side, let me show you a couple things. The old RAV4 was a 6-speed automatic transmission. This is an 8-speed automatic transmission, which is going to help save money on gas. So like I was saying, this has an 8-speed automatic transmission. It's going to help save money and gas. Plus it has what's called Toyota Safety Sense. Most of the other manufacturers, they have some of these features, but Toyota has them standard in every single RAV4. Pre-collision system. If you're coming up too fast on another vehicle, this car will warn you to brake. If you don't brake, the car will brake for you. It also has lane. He can. It also has lane depart. Well, come closer. It also has lane departure alert, which if you're drifting outside of the lane, it'll go beep, 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 and slightly turn the wheel back into the lane for you. Pretty nice, right? It also has auto high beams for nighttime driving. You're driving down the road. If another car comes, the high beams will shut off. Once that car passes, the high beams come back on. And this has tracing, lane tracing, which will actually keep your car in the lane. So if something were to happen, the kids in the back distracted you and you took your hand off the wheel, the car would not run off the side of the road. It would keep it in its lane so you wouldn't get into an accident. Exactly. And so it's really amazing, all the great safety features in this vehicle. Also, if you look there, it has different types of terrain modes. Snow, for when it's snowing outside, dirt and mud, for if you were in the bad weather. This vehicle is designed for all types of different terrain, not just driving out on the nice days like today. And also, what type of phone do you have?
Android.
You have an Android. Okay. Well, this allows you to sync your phone, so you can have Bluetooth automatically to your phone, and you can talk hands-free. You can tell the car through these voice commands who to call. It'll call for you, so that way you don't have to be distracted when you get a phone call. Look down at your phone. You can keep your eyes on the road, your hands on the wheel, and just tell the car what to do, and it will do it. Same with the radio station. You like sports?
Yes.
106.7. It's my favorite station. You tell it, tune to 106.7, it'll tune to 106.7. So they made the car so much safer, so much more user-friendly for you to help keep you have a much more safer driving experience and a more comfortable ride. Do you have any questions for me?
Bienvenido a Lustine. ¿Cómo se llama usted?
Bien, mi nombre es Enrique.
Ok, perfecto. Esta es la nueva 2019 Toyota RAV4. Empezamos por lo que no tiene 16. Ahora, otra pregunta que mucha gente tiene problemas con dice, el dashboard se enseñó una luz. No, lo que pasa es que nosotros metemos ahora night en la llana. Eso ayuda a que cuando hace frío, cuando hace calor, la iluminación sube y aumenta y eso ayuda. Es buenísimo. También tenemos garantía de por vida en el motor y la transmisión. Cualquier cosa que le pase, están cubiertas de por vida.
¿Qué es eso en español, perdón?
Ok, el powertrain es es la caja, ok, es la transmisión, todo eso está cubierto. No hablo mucho de la caja mecánica porque realmente lo que Toyota número uno es safety, o sea, que tú y tu familia estén bien. O sea, trae una cámara enfrente, esto se llama pre-collision system, que significa antes que tú vayas a chocar, el carro solito se frena. Okay. También tenemos las luces que cambian automáticamente cuando oscurece. ella sola se prende su cambio. ¿Tienes tu fog light también cuando hay neblina o cuando están lloviendo y no te... Sí, ok. Ahora, tus espejos se doblan para acá y se doblan para acá. Ok. Esto también enseña cuando tú vas a hablar, hay mucha gente que no mira, especialmente cuando estamos doblando, solo miran al frente y no miran hacia atrás. ¿Ok? Ahora, otro que me gusta a mí es para Toyota, si te puedes sentar, es cuando tú estás manejando y te sales de la línea. El sensor que tenemos enfrente y la cámara que tienes acá, ese te ayuda a que te mantengas en línea. ¿Ok? So, si tú te distraes, te cae una llamada, algo, lo tienes en el teléfono primero, tiene Bluetooth. So, eso te ayuda a que no estés distraído en el camino. Y también tiene en línea, asistencia en la línea. O sea que si tú le traes del carril, él solo se vuelve a la línea. ¿Okay? No quiere decir que lo vayas a dejar, porque 10 minutos, también 10 segundos son los que toman para que vuelvas a tomar el control del vehículo. ¿Okay? So, si vienen por acá, tienen espacio, atrás también. Los asientos se 140, que son 60 y 40, los puedes doblar para poner cosas atrás. Si no, también por acá atrás. Viene estándar con cámara, ¿ok? Cámara de proceso. So, ahora Toyota le puso un nuevo handle sign, ¿ok? So, hay mucha gente que venía y se agarraba de acá, fregaba la pintura. Ahora lo que haces tú es se agarraste de acá, ¿ok? Tienes tu carpeta All Weather Formats ahora que Toyota es complementario con eso, ¿ok? Sí, acá tienes tu llanta de repuesto, que es una full dona, ya no es una pequeña que antes hacía la Toyota. ¿Ok? Yep. Esta es la XLE, que tenemos muchos niveles, tenemos la LE, XLE y la límite. La híbrida todavía no la traen en abril. Este es all-wheel drive, que quiere decir todas las llantas dan vuelta a la misma vez. Tiene un nuevo sistema que si tú vienes y vas manejando y pierdes control en una llanta y empiezas a patinar, ¿qué pasa? La computadora detecta eso y le da más fuerza a las otras llantas, que eso es para niveles 50 y 50. Sí.
Claro,
Ok, este nuevo sistema se llama aerodinámico, que hace que el viento fluya por medio del carro, empieza desde acá, va alrededor, empieza acá con los espejos y termina acá. Entonces me pregunta por eso. Son pequeños detalles, pero eso te ayuda a 4, 5, 6 galones por milla.
Parece bien, bonita.
Ok, all we gotta do. ¿A su firma?
Surreal, right? Okay. All right, Surreal. So this is the 2019 RAV4 XLE. The difference between an XLE and an LE, this is the mid-level one. The difference is this has alloy wheels, right? 17-inch alloy wheels. Alloy wheels are solid as opposed to steel wheels, which has the hubcaps, which if you kick it, you know, you feel that plastic heat. So not a lot of people don't like that. The more important thing about these RAV4s, as opposed to the competition, what gives us the edge, what will give you the edge and safety over everybody else, is if you take a look right here, you know what this is? Yeah, it's a camera. You know what this camera does, right? It doesn't record. But what it does do is it detects. It detects objects, whether it be a pedestrian or whether it be a vehicle. And here's the crazy part. It even catches cyclists. So if someone's on their bicycle, it'll stop them for that too. So you will avoid hitting a bicycle.
And then like right next to me, we'll hit them. Like,
nah, if they pop up in front. They next to you, you know, I mean, it's developing technology, so it's not like 100%. Of course, this is no substitution for driving, so you should always pay attention. But it will detect a cyclist, and I like to ride my bike, and I know I would love for a car to have that to avoid hitting me. So this also has a dynamic radar cruise control. This is the sensor, so it uses the camera and it uses a sensor. So the benefit to that is the camera. The problem with the camera is, you know, when you're driving, you see the sun glare. Yeah. You know how that kind of, you got to put the visor up and all that stuff. Well, the camera, the sun affects the camera and its view also. So that's where this comes in. So this radar is basically what it does is it's very similar to how a bat operates, right? So it bounces off of objects and stuff like that. So it uses both of these to help you prevent a collision even if the sun glares out, which gives us an edge over something like Subaru, which has 2 cameras. 2 cameras, you know, it's basically double the bluntness as far as sun glare goes. Also, this has fog lights, which is what the XLE RAV4s have. Now, if you have this, you take a look right here. You gotta see. You gotta feel for it. See how it feels. How you feeling? Comfortable? Yeah. Alright, so it could adjust by going up and down. Most vehicles have that nowadays. But you know, you could adjust yourself. You could also recline it. And you could adjust it. It's all manual. If you want to go for the electric ones, you got to go for the XLE Premium. This has automatic high beams. Oh, I also forgot to tell you that this camera operates both the automatic high beams, lane departure assist, and pre-collision system, as well as the dynamic radar cruise control. So you push this button and this would engage the automatic high beams. It has automatic lights, and to put the automatic high beams, all you gotta do is keep the high beams on pretty much at all times. This has Apple CarPlay, this has dual climate control, so you control your temperature. I see you're sweating, man, so you know that would definitely help right now if you had the yeah, and also like let's say if it's you and your girlfriend, right? Okay. Let's say she's cold and you're hot, you could switch it up. So both parties would be happy. Here, have a seat right here. You get on the other side. How does it feel like? Feels straight, right?
Yeah, roomy.
So it's got a lot more leg room. So here's the benefit that the RAV4s, today's RAV4s have over the previous model year. They actually increase the wheelbase. Okay. So it feels like you have more room, but you really don't. It's just like an optical illusion. It feels like because they increased the wheelbase, so they could put the seats more back than they used to. Wheelbase also increases turning radius and stuff like that. It also makes sharper turns. So here's also another benefit. You have 3 chargers in the front. You have 2 chargers right here. So if you have the kids and they have iPads and tablets, they would be able to charge their phones back here or their tablets and all that. Well, tablets, it depends on the size of the tablet, right? But as long as it's not too big, it would be able to charge that. It also has vents back here. So the previous RAV4s didn't have the vents. Never had the vents. So these actually have the vents. As far as horsepower goes, this has 203 horsepower, which increases the horsepower of the previous model year by about 30 more horsepower. But here's the crazy part. It actually gives you about 3 to 5 more gallons per mile. So it gives you better fuel economy and gives you better horsepower. The crazy thing about it is we've always been led to believe that you're gonna get either or. So with this, you get both. Now here is the space right here. Has a lot of space. I don't know what this is, the technical name of it, but you know, if you have a body, you can hide it in here. Some groceries you can hide in here. Also, you can fold these right from the back. You don't have to walk forward. And now you have more room. Now you can put like a little table and stuff like that. So it's more fun and all that stuff. So yeah, also another benefit to these RAV4s is they increase the height by 3 inches. So it's a little bit better for off-roading purposes and all that stuff. The all-wheel drive on this is actually very efficient. It has something called all-wheel drive vectoring. And what that does, let's say that you are driving and one of the wheels gets stuck, the transmission will instantly know which wheel is getting stuck and basically transfer power to all the other tires. It's just much more efficient in how it distributes the power based off which wheel is stuck and which wheel isn't and all that. So. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Erika, mucho gusto. Estoy interesada en comprar un RAV4 hoy.
Oh, perfecto. So, es mi inclusive nuevo 2018 Toyota RAV4, completamente rediseñado. So, este es el 2019 Toyota RAV4 completamente rediseñado, ¿verdad? Tiene un motor de 205 caballos de fuerza, un motor VTI. Básicamente esto le está dando 30 millas por galón, es bien ahorrativo en comparación con otros vehículos que sería Honda, Nissan y la Jeep. So, básicamente cuando usted está manejando, ¿verdad? En caso de accidente, el motor de este vehículo se suelta al piso. También tiene 205 caballos de fuerza. Aquí tiene uno de los beneficios que tiene este vehículo, se llama Toyota Safety Sense. So, básicamente tiene una cámara ahí, no sé si lo puede ver.
Sí.
So, básicamente cuando usted está manejando debajo de 25 millas por hora, ¿verdad? Y una persona se cruza, un niño se cruza, el carro va a frenar por usted automáticamente. Eso va a ser un freno automático. Eso no le va a atropellar a una persona que está cruzando. ¿Ok? Otra de las cosas de este vehículo es que cuando usted parquea, digamos, se va al mall, si alguien le golpea, se puede doblar. También tiene la direccional aquí. Otra de las cosas nuevas en este vehículo es que tienen esta parte metal. Miren. ¿Cómo funciona es cuando usted está manejando? De repente un vehículo le da un golpe a estos lados, eso básicamente usted va a estar protegido. Tiene 8 bolsas de aire adentro, ¿verdad? Tiene 8 bolsas de aire, 6 al frente y 2 atrás.
¿Dónde está el gas, señor?
El gas, ahora les voy a explicar, el gas tiene aquí en esta parte, cuando usted lo abre, ¿verdad? Tiene para 14 galones que usted puede abrir. Otro, lo mejor de este vehículo es que usted puede doblar los asientos, tiene 60-40 folding chairs.
Perdón, el freno de emergencia.
Tiene aquí esta parte, es automático. Otra de las cosas es que este vehículo viene con un sistema de SAT GPS, ¿verdad? Que usted no puede localizar el vehículo en cualquier parte que esté. También tiene el sistema de... este vehículo viene con 2 años de mantenimiento gratis, o usted no tiene que pagar un solo centavo de su bolsillo. 2 años de asistencia en carretera y también mantenimiento preparado por 2 años. Y también, ¿por qué debería comprar con nosotros? Es que nosotros tenemos un programa que se llama Auto for Life. ¿Sabe qué significa el Auto for Life? El Auto for Life significa que mientras usted sea el dueño de este vehículo, nosotros le garantizamos motor, transmisión, sistemas de ejes, partes lubricantes de por vida. Necesita un espacio bien grande, ¿verdad? Usted puede poner cualquier cosa, de repente se va un tipo, cualquier cosa, ¿verdad?
Perfecto.
Tiene la cámara reversa, backup cámara, tiene Bluetooth, tiene todo este vehículo.
¿Cuánto le costaría este auto?
30.269, pero tenemos muchos especiales para este fin de semana porque tenemos el precio del Día del Presidente. Tome asiento, señor.
Gracias.